Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year to you all. So for today's video I thought I would just do a Q&A because it's the first video of the year and I thought it would just be nice to just sit down and have like a catch up and a chat about like New Year's resolutions and goals and stuff like that. So I went on Instagram, I asked you guys for some questions, so I'm just gonna sit here and answer some of them and chat to you guys. So I really hope you enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So let's just start off with a classic New Year one, which is what are your goals slash New Year's resolutions for 2023? So I used to like make a massive list of New Year's resolutions and I just never stick to them. So like I could go into this year thinking like I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna exercise, but I just know that's not gonna happen. So I don't really have any New Year's resolutions, but I've got goals. Well, in fact, I'd say I've got one New Year's resolution, which is to be more positive. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I actually think that one is doable and one that I can stick to and sort of like work on. So I've mentioned this before, but I used to be a really positive person. I don't know how long you guys have been watching my videos for, but if you watch them from the start, I used to be one of those people that had like loads of notebooks that were like my goals, my bucket list. I was always so positive and like I was much better at like dealing with bad things that happen because I was better at seeing the positives, and I really want to try and work on that again. So that would probably be my resolution for 2023. And I think to help myself sort of try and be more positive, I'm just gonna do those sort of things like start journaling again, start making lists, like start like writing down things that I'm grateful for. I think like that is really important. Like if every morning I sort of just write down and recognize the things that I'm grateful for, it helps you think more positively. And then also at the end of the day, you know, if I've had a bad day, trying to still pick out the good points. I feel like that's definitely just going to help with my mindset and sort of just ending every day with like, okay, this wasn't good, but thankfully this happened, or but thankfully I have this, or you know, just trying to see the silver lining basically. So I would say that is my New Year's resolution. And then as for goals, I've got one that sort of like sticks out to me, which is this year I really want to learn it to swim. So I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm 24 years of age and I don't know how to swim, which I'm sure there are other people out there who are maybe my age and can't swim, or maybe older, but typically most people that I meet, they just know how to swim. It's like walking to them, like it's just one of those skills that they just learn from a very young age and it's just like second nature to them. So for example, when I was in school, I did feel really embarrassed because I was like the only one in my year that couldn't swim, and it was always something that I really like, I want to learn to do it, I want to be able to do it, but I've just never had swimming lessons, so I've just never learnt to swim. I've just got to this age and I've never learnt to swim. But for example, when I was on holiday last year, I would go into the pool to like cool down and I would literally just walk across the pool, and it was the most embarrassing thing ever because obviously like I was on a solo holiday, so that made it even more awkward. I would just get off my sun lounger, I would walk across the pool to cool down, and I just like said to myself, I want to learn how to swim. So I've signed myself up to swimming lessons, and I actually got an email a couple of weeks ago saying that I can start my swimming lessons in January. So my first adult swimming lesson is on January the 9th, I think. So probably as you guys are watching this, I've already had my first swimming lesson, so fingers crossed it went well, because honestly I am so nervous about it because I haven't had much experience in water, and like from a young age I wasn't in water, I never had lessons. Like I said, I've developed this fear of water, so if my feet can't touch the ground I freak out in a panic, and I just want to build my confidence in the water, and I would love to end the year, like this year, being able to swim. That would be absolutely amazing. Or even just like made progress and just become more confident in the water and not be scared. That would be really amazing. So I'm excited about it, but I'm also nervous because I feel like starting anything new is scary, and especially at an older age. I don't know why, but I feel like, I don't know, especially with like swimming, I feel like a lot of people think, oh, you should be able to swim from like the age of like 4 or 5. So then starting it at 24, it feels a little bit daunting, but I think like if you want to do anything, like you can start at any age. You don't have to be young to do something. Like if you want to do it, just go for it. So that's the sort of attitude I'm going in with, and I really hope that I stick at it and enjoy it, and I really push myself and learn to swim, because like I am pushing myself out of my comfort zone, going to a lesson on my own with like a bunch of other adults that are strangers. Like that in itself is super scary, but I'm gonna go for it. So take this as your sign. If there's something you want to do, whether it be you want to start horse riding, you want to start swimming lessons, you want to learn how to ski, or you want to learn how to ice skate, like whatever it is, if you want to do it, like don't let anything hold you back, and don't be embarrassed about like starting at an older age, or like, yeah, just push yourself and go for it. The next question is any travel plans for this year? So as it stands, I currently have one holiday booked for this year, so I'm actually going to Fuerteventura. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I probably am not, but yeah, I'm going there in May, I believe, and I'm so excited because it's actually my first ever holiday that I'm not going on my own. So if you're new to this channel, you might not know that I've only ever been abroad on my own. I've only ever done like solo holidays and solo travel, and this year I'm so excited because, like I said, I'm going to Fuerteventura and I'm not going out on my own. So I'm really excited because it will be such a nice feeling to go to the airport and only have excitement, because every time I've gone to the airport I've been going to travel on my own, so I've felt more nerves than excitement, and I've cried every time I've gone to the airport, mainly because most of the trips I've done I've left my family to go like abroad for months at a time, so it's emotional. But it'll be nice to go to the airport and not cry, and not feel scared and nervous and like, oh my god, what's gonna happen. I'll just feel pure excitement, which is amazing. Like I've never experienced that before, so I feel like really lucky that this year I'm getting to experience that. So honestly, I cannot contain my excitement for that. And then I'm also planning on hopefully doing another volunteering trip abroad. So as you guys know, I've already volunteered in Morocco on my own, and I went volunteering in Peru on my own. And this year I'm planning on volunteering. It's not set in stone and it's not booked, so I'm not going to say any like destinations because it might not even happen and might not go ahead, but I've got somewhere in mind that I'm planning on going, and hopefully I will book it soon. I would also like to go on like a little city break this year as well, but I feel like that's been a bit ambitious because those two trips alone, like they're gonna be so expensive, especially like the volunteering abroad one. Like it's gonna be super expensive. I know that from like previous experience, but it would be nice to throw a little city break in there as well. So do let me know if you have solo traveled. Let me know some like European city that you've traveled to that you feel is safe to travel alone, because I personally, I would love to go to Paris, but I've heard so many stories of people saying like they travelled with someone else and felt unsafe, so I feel like I would feel so unsafe on my own. So if you have travelled alone to Paris, do let me know if you did feel safe, or like, yeah, just any other like European city that you travelled alone and felt safe in. Please let me know in the comments down below to give me some inspiration. Someone's asked, you said a while ago that you didn't enjoy your job. Have you settled into it more now? So I'm actually no longer at that job. I actually changed jobs, but I didn't really talk about it much on my YouTube channel just because it was something that I found really difficult last year. Was I left my retail job and I went into a job that I thought was going to be better, and I ended up really hating it, and I ended up feeling very down and just, yeah, I wasn't in a good place at all. So I didn't really want to document it on YouTube, but I did actually end up changing jobs, and I'm now in a job that I absolutely love, but I'm gutted because it's only a temporary job. So I will have to, again, like when that contract ends, I'll have to start looking for another job again, which is sort of, you know, always in the back of my mind and is a worry, but I'm just trying to take each day as it comes and just think positively and think everything happens for a reason, and you know, something will work out. It will all work out in the end, and worrying about it now isn't gonna change anything or help in any way, so there's no point in worrying. But for now, I'm in a job that I absolutely love, and it's a work from home job, and it's honestly my dream. Like, I have always just wished that I could work from home, like work from the comfort of my own home, not be around anyone, not have anyone to like talk to. Like, that probably sounds like hell to some people, but to me it's literally bliss, and I feel so thankful that even though it's only temporary, like, I'm able to do this. Sorry, Michael just came in and interrupted me, and he's lost my train of thought, so I don't even know what I was talking about, and then my dog's barking. Great. But I think I was just saying like how grateful I am to have this job, even though it's temporary, because it's actually made me see that there is a job out there for me. Like, I love this job, and I've learned that I thrive in a work from home environment, so I would absolutely love to find another work from home position that is like permanent. So if anyone watching this knows of any work from home jobs, please do let me know, because like, I've realized that this is what I was made to do. Like, I was made to work from home because I just thrive in that sort of environment, and now that I've experienced it, I don't want to go back to having to work outside of the house, because the thought of doing that actually terrifies me. So in a way, that's sort of like a bad thing, because if I can't find another work from home position and I have to go back to work, I'm going to find it, not back to work, I mean back to working outside of the home, I'm going to find it really, really difficult, like a really difficult adjustment to have to like face people again and like actual talk to people. Like, I love that I can just sit on my laptop and I don't need to speak to anyone. If like I need anything, I just email someone. Like, it is the absolute dream, and I just wish it wasn't a temporary position. I wish it was a permanent one. So yeah, a bit stressful that I don't have like certainty or anything, but I'm just gonna hope that everything works out once this contract comes to an end, and hopefully I find something that I'm just as happy in as I am with this job. So the majority of the questions that I've actually got is literally like, when are you getting married? What's the wedding plans? Have you set a date for the wedding? Do you have a wedding venue yet? The answer to all of those questions is no. We still have literally not thought about the wedding at all, and I know this probably sounds so bizarre to some people, because I know that some people literally get engaged and then the next day they are planning their wedding. But honestly, like I've said this before, I honestly don't know where to start, and we honestly just don't even have the money to start planning. And I know a few people have messaged me and they've said like, oh, you can pay weddings up and stuff like that. I hate those sort of things. I hate paying stuff up. I'd rather just like pay it all out in one. I don't know why. It's just the way I am. So I feel like we would rather save for a wedding and then just like pay for it all, and that be it. Like, there'd be no worries about having to pay certain amount like every month. But I guess like everyone is different, so if that works for you, like paying monthly for things, like I know that people love to do that with like everything, like phones, cars, whatever. But for me, I've always just paid things outright. I just prefer it. I don't even know why. I don't know what the reason is, but it's just the way I am. But whatever way you are, like each to their own. So I don't think I've spoken about this before, but you know, like typically women, they say like when they were younger they always like dreamt of their wedding and like had their dream wedding in mind and always envisioned like walking down the aisle in a wedding dress. Like, I never actually ever thought about that, and to be honest, before I met Michael I always thought like I didn't want to get married, and I've never spoken about that before because I feel like a lot of the time, if you don't want to do the typical things in life, like get married, have kids, like buy a house, settle down, then you get a lot of questions like, oh, why? Like, that's strange, that's weird. So I never really spoke about it. But anyways, obviously I changed my mind like once I met Michael and like we fell in love. Like, my thoughts on marriage did change and I ended up wanting to get married, hence why I'm engaged. Like, luckily I changed my mind. But like, I've still never thought about like my dream wedding. For me, because I'm like such a shy person, I've never thought like, oh, I cannot wait to walk down the aisle and have everyone's eyes on me. And like, the whole thing, like weddings, it actually seems so stressful to me, and I'm actually like so nervous about when I actually do have to have a wedding day. So I feel like for me personally, the smaller and like simpler the wedding, the more I will actually enjoy it. And I feel like it's so important, obviously, because it's your and your partner's day. Like, it's so important that you guys enjoy it and it's for you. So I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Basically, like, I've not really put much thought into it because like I don't have all these dream things. Like, I don't have a dream wedding venue. I don't have like dream flowers that I want to have, or like this amazing hairstyle that I want to have, or like the food that I want to have and the music and all that. Like, I haven't really thought about that. I just want like a really simplistic, like special, intimate day. And I think like it doesn't really matter what I have, like as long as like you're with the person that you love and you're celebrating that, that's all that matters. But that's actually quite funny because Michael is the one in our relationship who's actually like thought out stuff like since he was younger. Like, he's always dreamt of having like a wedding day and he already has things in his mind. So we have decided that this year, because we do have a wedding planner that we actually got from my auntie and uncle, which was really nice. So this year we've said like we need to actually start like filling out our wedding planner and stuff. The next question is, would you ever consider doing more hauls slash makeup videos? I really miss your old content. I would love to do more clothing haul videos, but quite honestly, I rarely ever buy clothes, and if I do, it's like I buy one item here and then a couple of months later I'll buy another item. I never buy enough at once to do a haul. So for example, at Christmas I bought myself a new Christmas jumper. When I went away on holiday I bought myself like 3 or 4 holiday outfits, and then like, you know, I might be scrolling through like Pull and Bear's website and see a random hoodie that I like and then order that. So I only ever order like 1 or 2 items at a time, so I never order enough to do a clothing haul. I literally just wear the same outfit every day, as you guys can probably see, because I'm wearing this hoodie again that I've probably worn in multiple other videos. So yeah, I just don't buy enough to film hauls. And then as for makeup, I honestly am not into makeup at all. I feel like with my old content, I was just creating videos that I was watching. So for example, back then I watched loads of like Zoella videos. I still watch her videos, but obviously they're vlogs now. But back then I watched like all of her beauty videos and stuff, and I just like all I saw on YouTube was makeup videos. So I thought, oh, that's like, if you want to make YouTube videos, they've got to be makeup videos. I didn't know there was like different avenues, so I sort of like wanted to get into makeup so that I could film YouTube videos. But honestly, I can't do makeup. Like, I suck at it. I don't enjoy doing makeup. I don't even enjoy watching makeup videos. I've actually learned that. I just enjoyed watching Zoella's content because she was a nice person. I don't actually like makeup videos. So yeah, just that's definitely not my style of video anymore. I don't actually know what my style of video is anymore, and like this year I would really like to find that, because I honestly don't know what to film half the time. I just quite like chatty videos, but then I know like you've got to have stuff to chat about, which I don't really. So yeah, as always, let me know in the comments down below video ideas and suggestions of stuff, suggestions of stuff you want to see from me, because it honestly would help me out a lot. Any tips for overcoming a bit of a low point in your life? What I would say for this is, it probably sounds really cliche and you've probably heard it a million times and are going to think to yourself, well, that doesn't help, but just remember it won't last forever and it does pass. Like, if you think about it, you can probably think of many times that you've been through like a low point in your life, and think to yourself like you've got through all of those things, because it does get easier, you do get through it, things change, and like it's not going to be forever. Of course, it's easier said than done, and I know what it's like. For example, like I said, last year when I was in this really low spell because I didn't know what I wanted to do for my job, and I was in this job that I hated, and you know, people would say to me, oh, like, don't let it ruin your weekends, work is just work, like, just, you do that through the week, just enjoy your weekend. And I used to think, well, it's easier said than done. I would love to enjoy my weekend, but I just can't, like, I just can't get it out of my mind. I can't stop worrying about it. So I know it's easier said than done, but like it is like reassuring to just know that it won't be like that forever and it will pass. And also, like, as hard as it is, just try and push yourself to like do things to keep yourself busy, because I know for me, I would like want to cancel plans and stuff, and I just want to stay in and just literally like be in bed because I just felt so down. But that just makes you feel worse. So like if for example your mum is saying to you like, oh, come out for like coffee with me or whatever, say yes. Like, even if you feel like shit, it's gonna make you feel better. And I'm talking from experience, because like that exact thing happened with my mum. Like, I would think, oh, I don't want to go out and like go shopping with my mum and stuff and go to lunch with her. Like, I wanted to, but I didn't want to because I was so down and I didn't want to like drag her down, and like I just felt because I was in such a miserable mood I didn't want to go and like be rubbish company sort of thing. But like my mum, bless her, she would say like, no, I think this is good for you, like come on. And I'm so grateful for that. And I would go out and honestly I'd have the best time and I'd feel so much better. It would like distract me, it would keep my mind busy. So whatever it is that you need to do to distract yourself, do it. Like, if it's go for a walk, if it's meet up with friends, if it's literally to like watch a TV show, whatever helps like bring comfort and helps keep your mind occupied and distract you, try and do that. Because when you're alone and like have no distractions, that's when your mind starts to overthink and you're gonna just like feel worse. But yeah, like I said, I know it's easier said than done, and like whatever you're going through, I hope you're okay, and I'm sending lots of love. I think I'm gonna end this video here because I feel like I've been rambling on for ages, but I hope you guys enjoyed catching up with me. If you want to leave any more questions in the comments, I can answer them either in the comment section or I can answer them in a future Q&A. And also, if you want to be involved in future Q&As, you can follow me on my Instagram as well, which is just Lucille_McKeever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon for another video. Bye!